Hi guys, this is IGCSE O-Level Chemistry, paper 12, June 2013, question 21. Two indicators, bromophenol blue and Congo red, show the following colors in acidic solutions and in alkaline solutions. Okay, a few drops of each indicator added to separate samples of a solution of pH 2. So this is an acidic solution. Okay, what are the colors of the indicators in this solution? So bromophenol blue would be yellow and Congo red would be violet because both of them are placed in a solution of pH 2. So bromophenol blue has to be yellow, eliminating options A and B, and Congo red has to be violet, eliminating option C and making option D the correct option for this question. Question 22. W, X, Y, and Z are elements in the same period in the periodic table. W and Y are metals. X and Z are non-metals. Okay. Which shows the correct order of these elements across the period. So W and Y being metals should be present on the left. So W and Y are present on the left in A. No, not Y. This is X. So only W is here. Y is in present in C, and both W and Y are present in D. And X and Z should be present on the right. So in A, we've got Z. In B, we've got none. In C, we've got both X and Z, but W is incorrectly placed here. And in D, we've got X and Z present on the right side of the periodic table. So the only option with all the letters placed in the correct locations in the period is option D, making D the correct option for this question. Question 23. Platinum is a transition metal. Which statement about platinum is correct? It does not catalyze reactions. No. A property of transition metals is that they act as catalysts. B. It forms colored compounds. This is a correct property. It has a low density. No, it will have a high density. It has a low melting point. No, it will have a high melting point. So the only correct statement about platinum is that it forms colored compounds, making option B the correct option for this question. Question 24. Which element will be less reactive than the other members of its group in the periodic table? So cesium is found at the bottom of group 1 and the reactivity increases. So this will be more reactive. Astatine is found at the bottom of the halogen group and the reactivity of the halogens decreases. So this is correct. Fluorine is found at top of the halogen group and fluorine would be the most reactive, not less reactive. So this is incorrect. Rubidium. Rubidium is found, rubidium is found above cesium in group 1. So rubidium would be less reactive than cesium, but more reactive than the other elements above it. So the only element that is less reactive than all the other elements above it in its group is astatine, making option A the correct option for this question. Question 25. Bromine is in group 7 of the periodic table, which describes the appearance of bromine at room temperature. So bromine is a red, brown, or orange liquid. So the options are gray solid, incorrect, purple fumes, incorrect, red, brown liquid, correct, and yellow gas, incorrect. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option C. Question 26. A substance X has the following properties. It has a high melting point. It conducts electricity in the solid and liquid states. It is malleable. It has a high density. So this is describing a metal, and because it has a high density and a high melting point, it is describing a metal from the transition elements. So it is a metal from the D block basically. What is X? A ceramic? No. Copper? Copper belongs to the D block. So yes. Graphite? No. Sodium chloride? No. Sodium chloride will not conduct in the solid state, and graphite does not have a liquid state, and ceramic does not conduct electricity. So this makes option B the correct option for this question. Question 27. Why is aluminum used to make food containers? It has a low density. This is the reason for its use as overhead electric cables. It is strong. This is its use as making aircraft bodies. It keeps the food hot. Uh, Not the reason for its use as a food container, no. And resist corrosion, yes. This is an important property because food does not need to be in a container that corrodes. So, resistance to corrosion is the reason why aluminum is used to make food containers, making option D the correct option for this question. Question 28. Which statement is incorrect? Carbon dioxide is a waste product in the extraction of iron. Yes, this is correct. Carbon dioxide is produced. Carbon monoxide is a reducing agent. Because carbon monoxide is oxidized to carbon dioxide, it acts as a reducing agent. This statement is correct. The extraction of iron from hematite involves reduction. Yes, hematite is reduced to metallic iron. And when iron is converted into steel, oxygen is used to oxidize the iron. This statement is incorrect. If iron is oxidized, that means iron rusts. So this is not how steel is made. Steel is an alloy. So when iron is converted into steel, oxygen is not used to oxidize iron, making option D the correct option for this question. Question 29. The diagram represents the structure of substance S. So it has a lot of molecules of the same type and a few molecules of a different type. Okay, what is S? An alloy? Yes. The structure shown in this diagram is a representation of an alloy. An ionic solid? No, that will have a crystal lattice. A macromolecule that has its own unique shape. And a pure metal would have an array of positive charges in a sea of delocalized electrons. This is not a pure metal, in fact, it is an alloy. Therefore, option A is the correct option for this question. Question 30. Q, R, S, and T are four metals. Q is found naturally as a metal. R reacts with steam, but not with cold water. S reacts violently with cold water. The oxide of T is reduced to T by heating with carbon. So carbon is more reactive than T. S reacts violently with cold water. S is highly reactive. So Q is found naturally as a metal. Okay. R reacts with steam but not with cold water. So R is less reactive than S. So S is more reactive than R. That means S is the most reactive metal. So this eliminates options A and B. Now R is reacting with steam. So the next element would be R. Now we have a choice between Q and T. Q is found naturally as a metal. That means you do not have to make it react in order for it to be extracted. And T is less reactive than carbon, but it should be more reactive than Q. So we have Q as the one with the least reactivity, eliminating option C. and T having a reactivity greater than Q but lesser than R. So this makes option D the correct option for this question.